Hey y'all, Crazy Mama Kelly here, coming from my part of PA. Well, what I'd like to talk about today, I found in the Great Big Book of Everything. You know, weird PA. Woo! Anyways, it's called the Trip Lake Rock Piles. I guess this all takes place in Susquehanna Valley, or county, Susquehanna County, between right near the border, right on the other side of the border from Pennsylvania and New York State. And I guess there's these tons of these rock pilings, and nobody knows where they come from or what they represent or anything. So the oldest reference that they have to this rock pilings is they call them periodical shaped fashioned rocks, like they're done in a pyramid shape. Anyways, that is in a travel log that was written in the 1800s, and it was talking about traveling from New York City down to Niagara Falls, New York. That's what they found so far. But what this has to do about Pennsylvania, you're asking me, is this is happening in Susquehanna Valley. It's deep far in the woods. You wouldn't know where it is unless you really knew what you were looking for. It's tons of piles from New York, rocks. And nobody knows exactly how old these piles are. I mean, there's been experts out there to look at them and whatnot. And some of them that might, they're not, they think that maybe the Irish immigrants, European immigrants, farmers, it's just their way to pile rocks, after they dig up their fields, it's just their way to pile rocks up. Or the village idiot, to give the village idiot something to do. Well, anyways, my take on it is that, you never know, maybe we do have fairy activity in Pennsylvania. This is just crazy. I know it's out there, people, but hear me out. There's something called carrions, and if anybody from the Irish culture knows, it's usually burial mounds. That's what the scientists say, but nobody's ever disrupted a burial mound in Ireland. They believe it's bad luck, because a lot of the rumors is that that's where the fairies live. That's the way that will on special Sabbaths or Halloween night, All Hallows Eve night, or special celebrations like summer solstice or whatnot. They believe the gateways to these places open, and that's when the fairies come out to play. And nobody's really knows where these rocks come from. They have no idea. There's a couple mentions of people. One in particular named Billy Walsh in the 1800s. He was an old Irish eccentric farmer, and he started building carrion piles all along the road to his farm on Harmony Road. But nobody's not real sure what these are, but a lot of people think they're just people having fun, just, having being bored, doing nothing more than just piling up rocks. But some believe they're maybe a lot older. A guy, he's a Princeton scholar, he went down to see about this with Weird PA. It's mentioned in the book here. Went down to have a look at these rock piles, because there's like millions of them. They're everywhere. And he thinks they might be really old, because he has a colleague that found a carrion rock pile in Georgia, and when they excavated it, they found pottery inside, and it dated from the year 500. I mean, come on, that's pretty freaking old. But what I'm thinking is, since Pennsylvania, a majority of it is covered in forest, and hills and mountains, because Pennsylvania is beautiful, and everybody comes here from all over the country. I mean, come on, even different countries. I just met a couple last weekend from Australia. Yeah, crazy, huh? In my little hometown, I met some people from Australia. It's pretty nuts. But anyways, who's to say that with the Irish culture and the influx of all the Irish immigrants and the European immigrants during the 1600s, 1700s, the colonies, who's to say that they bring a little bit of fairy magic with them? You never know. I mean, Pennsylvania itself is so beautiful. I mean, it's covered with so many forests, and it's just terrific. The place is terrific. I mean, I love my state. I can't help it. But, yeah, check it out. Maybe go out in the woods. Go see Susquehanna County and let me know. You see some fairies. You never know. Alright, well, that's my take on it. I'd be interested in hear what anybody else has to say about this phenomenon. A lot of people, a lot of skeptics and whatever, are probably just going to say, oh, it's just poor farmers or whatever else building up rocks or whatever. But no, you have to have a little bit of magic in your life. Believe in something, people. Alright, well, that's my take on it, and this is another episode of Weird PA. Any comments, questions, anything, put it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I think my next one will be about possibly, this is going to sound crazy like all my other stuff, it might be about if it's possible a zombie apocalypse. Is it possible? Would it really happen? Alright, well thanks y'all for watching. Blessed be and take care.